All right, so I'm with my good buddy Jeff Bruhl today. And man, let me tell you, we just took a very, very bumpy ride, getting way back into the marsh. It's a windy, cloudy Saturday here in South Louisiana. At least it's mostly cloudy. Looks like there's gonna be some sun today. But we've had multiple days of east winds, pretty significant winds. And that water level is way up. I mean, the water is the highest it's been in many, many months. And that's just what Jeff likes for fishing down here. All the grass beds are flooded. The water's above them. So we're starting this morning throwing topwater baits. See if we can get some explosions from big bass and big redfish. That doesn't work out. We're gonna go to subsurface stuff, but still keeping it above those grass beds. I definitely like our chances today. This is gonna be a lot of fun. There he is, first cast. First cast with the popper. Little fish. Man, is he little. Hardly bigger than the popper.
You didn't get skunked.
That's right. It's all downhill with the wind from here. See you, little guy. Tell all your friends.
You jinx that lure, you won't get another bite.
Right, first cast curse. Ooh! Oh, that was a big fish.
Missed him.
That wasn't the size of the one I caught.
Missed him.
Oh, heads up.
Damn it.
Oh! Did he get you?
Yep.
Oh.
All right. I've been worse.
No penetration in skin. That's good. Definitely could have been worse.
I had the way, but I couldn't.
There he is. Get him, Jeff. Oh, another miss.
You had one too, didn't you?
Yeah. I had one hit it, but he totally missed the bait.
There we go.
First cast with the speed craw. Hopefully you didn't jinx yourself, Jeff.
I don't know.
He hasn't come up yet, has he?
Feels like Mr. Redfish. Yeah. Wrong species, but it's a good one.
It's a good keeper red.
Yeah.
Can't complain about that.
I'll jump on the front real quick. He might be going to Brosville for supper.
Oh, I think he's 16 easy.
This episode of Marshman Masson brought to you by Puglia Sporting Goods.
And we might be right at that high tide.
Yep. Oop. There he is. There he is. Oh, nice bass. All right. All right. I made a switch to what you know is one of my favorite baits for this situation. A Pro's Choice soft stick bait. This one's in red shad. Really, really pretty bass. Jeff got one on a fluke. Doubling up, baby. Oh, I love this bait.
He's moving it, or he's just kind of sitting there?
I'm kind of twitching it. A lot of people hate this style of fishing with these twitch baits, but man, I love it. I just love it. Based on that grass, I'd say a tide's still moving.
Oh yeah, still coming in.
Still coming in. All right, Jeff, so, you know, looking out at this pond, obviously the water's extremely high, but you can still see where these grass beds are located. Is your logic here that we've got a clear path here in the middle, so probably that's a little bit deeper water?
Well, sometimes the current, be wind or tide, is going to roll through these little deeper cuts. So the fish might pull out to this outside edge of this point. So it's almost like a point of land, but except a point of grass. So if the current's coming down here and the fish are staging out off this drop off, we might be able to pick up some fish a little deeper. Whereas if the tide wasn't moving through this grass, I'd probably go back and fish the bank or something like that.
There he is. There he is.
Oh yeah.
Nice bass.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, as Jeff literally just explained, that's where the edge of that grass bed is. We're right here in this little bit of a channel, just moving along and fishing it like it's the bank, and that's where this fish was. Red shad. I think this is red shad. I mean, it looks like red shad. They may call it something different, but it's Pro's Choice soft stick bait.
Yep. There he is.
Got him. Got him.
Come back, Bart.
Oh, nice bass. Nice bass.
Nice fat ones down here. All good, healthy.
Can't complain about that.
Nope.
This looks too good. There should be a fish here. There's one. All right. Keeper bass. Let's take the truck ride home. Whoo! Got him? Good fish, good fish. Whoo! Look at that.
Red, little red.
Is it a red?
Did you get it on film?
I think so. All right, so all Jeff and I are doing are running choke points. You can see one here. Neither one of us has ever fished it, but there's a bunch of them on this map. This is the one we just hit, caught a bunch of fish in this one. We're gonna head to this one next. It's just areas where that tide is moving. You got a little bit deeper water, typically lined with grass, and the water back here is absolutely perfect. It's really, really beautiful.
Oh, biggest one of the day. Redfish?
It could have been a red. It sure looked like it. That one hurt my feelings.
That was good.
There he is, Jeff.
Jeff Alman's tournament?
I just missed a little one.
Yeah, but he's fun. He's fun.
It's a keeper.
$1 for every fish we heard.
You'd be rich. We'd be taking your yacht next time. Get him, Jeff.
You wanna,
Well,
grab that pole
spud
right
pole.
But when the little ones start biting again, the big ones.
There he is.
Got him? There you go.
All right, so these bass definitely group up. Jeff threw out here in this little pocket. He missed one, threw right back, he caught one, threw right back, he caught another one. So he hurried up and put this spud pole down to hold the boat in this area. And now I just caught this fish and he just missed another one. So it's an indication there's definitely a few fish in this little pocket. Ooh, Jeff, we're gonna get wet.
You might.
We are gonna get wet. It's coming. It's making a beeline right at us. I give us, I'm gonna say 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, the fishing is still good, but we got a rain shower coming. Don't know what that's gonna do. Maybe turn the fish on, maybe it's gonna turn them off, but we are definitely about to get wet. So we're gonna put the rain suits on. Look at this, here it comes. And it's coming directly at us. Fortunately, there's no lightning in it, so no fear. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so Jeff and I ran a little south to dodge that rain. We still got a little wet. Not too bad though. Came into another area. This is flatter. This doesn't kind of fit with our pattern that we discovered, but there we were fishing in is getting rained on at the moment. So we're gonna let it kind of settle down a minute and see what we can do here. But we're at the absolute peak of this rising tide. It should be falling any minute, and really that should do nothing but help the bite. Thumped you?
Yeah, I seen him come up and get it. But not like the last one.
That's a better fish.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Ooh, we hit another one with him. You saw it?
3 with him. 2 or 3 underneath him.
All right.
They were small.
I'm gonna have to make a little change here. They want a fast moving bait now.
You got a chatterbait or something like that, maybe?
I mean, I'll figure something out.
This episode of Marshman Masson brought to you by Matrix Shad, and by Fitzgerald Fishing, and by Cito New Orleans, and by Versamax Quartz, and by Death Grip Jig Heads.
Man, oh, that's a good bass, Jeff. Nice.
That's what we had the other day, man.
Beautiful fish.
And they might be out in the middle of these ponds.
The spinnerbait has gotten hot. What type of spinnerbait is that?
That's a homemade one.
Is it?
I
Okay.
made it myself.
That's a Jeff Bruhl special.
This is just a Hildebrand 3.5. It's not a very big bait. It doesn't hang in the grass as much when you got a smaller blade. Now we'll throw a 4, maybe a 4.5. If I'm using maybe say a 3/8 ounce head. If I use just a white or a chartreuse head with chartreuse blue and white or chartreuse and white skirt, and I'll put a little some type of little grub on the back, either white or maybe just a matrix shad or something if I got a bigger bait. And it just goes over the grass and through the grass well, and that's kind of how I'm catching them, is bumping it off the grass.
All of a sudden it has become the hot bait. They're definitely keyed in on it. Jeff was kind enough to give me one of his spinner baits. And in the meantime, he just hooked a big redfish on his. This has all of a sudden become the hot bait of the, oh, that's a beautiful red. That's a netter.
Okay.
That's a netter. All right.
There you go.
Big red.
So we'll fish this curve.
There he is.
There we go.
On the spinner bait. On the Bruhl special. I'm not as nice as Jeff. He's going in the box.
Still not bad.
There's a bass.
Yeah, buddy.
Speed crawl.
Yep.
It's not a bad fish. There he is. Oh, look at this. Striper.
Striper?
I mean, it's not a true striper. It's either a hybrid or a white bass.
Probably not a white bass.
It's probably a hybrid.
That's a hybrid.
It's got the broken side,
Yeah.
broken stripes.
Yep, that's him.
I'm gonna keep him. They're good to eat. Oh, redfish. Redfish. Not a big one, but it's definitely a red. But it's not bad.
Not a bad red at all. Put him on the grill. Net?
No, I wouldn't net him. I'll just hoist him. He's not that big. I'm gonna say 19, maybe 20. Yeah, he's bigger than I thought.
There's one.
Just not fat. You got a fish? There's a bass. Nice. All right, this very successful trip has come to an end, and here's why. We've got a storm bearing down on us, pushing us back to the landing, so we're gonna call it a day. We have put so many fish in the boat in really some kind of adverse conditions with this wind. This wind's been really bad today, but the water clarity's been fantastic. This water level's way up. We just kind of took what the conditions gave us, went way back, and found where those fish were kind of concentrated, and put a bunch of them in the boat, using a variety of tactics. Absolutely fantastic day. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.